Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you my DIY Drybox kiln. I've been using this for close to a year now. I made it out of materials you can just buy at Home Depot, and some of them you'll have around the house. Now I'll give you a tour of it. Its dimensions are 37 inch by 28 inch, and it's about 20.5 inches deep. This here is just some, what is this stuff called? This is made out of a combination of foam insulation and world famous duct tape. This handle I made for the door, all it is just a couple pieces of foam insulation and duct tape. Pretty straightforward there. Pretty much just sealed all the sides with duct tape. Put a window on it. I put a little window on it so you can look in there. Now I'll open it up and show you what it looks like inside. This is the operation in here. It's pretty exciting. What I got here is this is just some maple that's drying out, and I cut it with my bandsaw. And this is some more maple here that I've also cut. I chainsawed and then just threw it in the dry box because it was super wet. Now what I did to kind of secure it was I just put blocks, little pieces of foam block in the corners to mount it up. There's kind of a good angle right there. That, and then duct tape, of course. Here's a little slot I cut so you can put the wires out. What I run my dry box off of is, what the fuck is this thing called? In my dry box here I have a dehumidifier, and this is basically on all the time. And as you can see, this is probably 2 days of water. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to empty that thing out right now. All I do to empty it out, just plop it out, open up the door and toss it. This maple in here is very wet, and it's just making it easy for the dehumidifier. You see it's all reflective. All the foam in here is reflective. I got here a thermometer, gives you the temperature of the room, 54.5 Fahrenheit, and the moisture content of the room, 62%. And it was much higher earlier. It was probably around 70%. But this dehumidifier is doing magic in here right now, drying out all this maple. There's some spalted maple in there as well, so that's going to be pretty cool to see what that looks like when it's dried out. The thing with this kiln, I have it set up. If I want, I can run it as a light bulb kiln. There's a 60 watt light bulb in there. And if you don't have a dehumidifier, you just stick a lamp in there like that, close the door, and this generates heat. This will generate light amounts of heat to dry out this wood. Personally, I prefer to just use a dehumidifier. It was a cheap little Amazon dehumidifier, and it just sucks the moisture out of all this wood. That's what this window right here is for. As you can see, the window. I can check on the temperature and the moisture content right from here. I've just been running the dehumidifier, so I haven't bothered running the light on it. Another thing I put on this is another door. This is just a door that compresses open and shut, and plug in, plug out. Because what you can do is once your wood dries out, if you have a heater, you can put a heater in here. I've run the heater on the outside before here and just pushed heat in and get it up to, I think it was 135 degrees to kill off any possible parasites in there. That's what the object of this was. But there's a better way to kill parasites, and that's just to, when your wood's dry, put it in the freezer for 3 days and you can kiss woodworm goodbye. So that's my little dry box there. It's got a nice little stock of wood in there right now. Very easy to make though. Just need some duct tape. All you need to make one of these is have some foam insulation, some duct tape, tape measure, and a razor blade. And you're set. And you can make yourself one of these, no problem. The way I built mine is I have my two long ends on the bottom and the top, and then the walls on the inside. Just try to get as much of a seal as you can. It's nothing perfect, but it dries the wood. I've had a couple batches of wood go through this and dry out beautifully. Hopefully this makes it easier for you to build one of these yourselves if this is what you're looking at trying to do. And if you can, maybe throw me a like if you like it, or throw me a comment if you have any ideas that can make this thing even better. Appreciate the watch.